Hi, this is Dona and welcome to the channel. I am an architecture student currently studying in India as an international student, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can use your digital devices, digital medias to improve your English. To be honest, I was a person who was not really much dependent on my digital usage or digital medias, digital devices. I used to use it on a regular basis, but I was not a person who used to be continuously on it. If I had some kind of job, I would use it and then I would just leave it be. But after coming to uni, I realized that even as a student, how much we are dependent on digital medias and digital devices. I have to be constantly on my phone, checking my DMs, checking the websites to be updated and informed on whatever is happening around me. If I don't do that, I'm going to be left out from various kind of stuff I don't even know about. So that's how I realized that no matter what we do, we are actually dependent on it, and no matter if we want it or not, we actually have to use these devices or these digital medias. Sometimes we are not really using it in the right way. I realized even me, I may be using it like for some kind of cause 75% of the day. But for the 25%, I'm just randomly scrolling on Instagram, on Facebook, and I don't even know what I saw on that. So I thought about it and I realized that if we actually plan our digital media usage in a way where we are actually learning something, whether we are using it subconsciously or consciously, we end up learning something from it, then that would be something good. When it comes to learning English, we all know English is the hype language in the world because it's the international language. If you want to go some other country, if you want to have a good conversation with people around you, English is the best language that you can use to connect with people. But the thing is that to learn English, there are thousands of apps and digital medias and different kind of resources available on the internet that you can use. But every one of them is not worth your time. I have been taking preparation for Ielts. I attended Ielts. I have been working as an online English tutor, and I know how much I struggle when it comes to finding the right kind of website and apps to actually learn English. So I have had a fair amount of research on these things, and today I'm going to be talking about some kind of apps, websites, and resources that you can use when you are subconsciously on your phone and you don't know what to do and end up learning English, if that makes any sense. First thing first, of course, the language apps. I have been saying about the language learning app continuously on most of my English learning videos, and there is a solid reason behind it. Language learning apps can come really, really handy. And why? Because just think about it, when you are just roaming on your phone, you generally go to the social media apps, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and all of that. We generally try to have a more accessible, more easy place to go to and consume the content. So if you're having these apps on your phone, you're most likely going to go into the apps rather than going to a website or opening up a book. So these apps come on really, really handy and accessible. And the good thing about these apps is that it doesn't really take much time of yours when it comes to learning. You are just spending 5 to 10 minutes for a lesson and you end up finishing a good lesson. And there are different kind of apps, obviously. Today I'm going to be talking about a few apps that you can use. On the top of my list there is Duolingo, and I have been talking about Duolingo almost every time because I really have a love-hate relationship with the notification system of Duolingo. It kind of annoys you so much to be on that app, and then again, because of this annoying notification, you actually get into the app. So it kind of can be sometimes good and sometimes not really. The few apps that I'm going to be recommending today, one of them is Duolingo. And Duolingo is best for daily lessons and practice. It's a very fun and easy learning app. Second app that I'm going to be talking about is Rosetta, which will help you with your grammar and pronunciation. I know many of you are worried about accent and pronunciation. This app will help you achieve that clear pronunciation and also clear all of the confusion you have regarding to grammar. And then the third app that I'm going to be talking about is Hello English. This is basically for people who are intermediate learner and are in the process of growth. There are many people I know who are intermediate level, and they kind of complain to me that whenever they are going to learn on a certain app or a website, they kind of get always introduced as the beginner, but they already know all the beginner stuff. So they just want that right place to begin as an intermediate learner. So this app can be very, very helpful in that case. The second thing that I'm going to be talking about are the Ielts website, and there is a solid reason behind that. So whenever I'm teaching English, there are many people that I recommend Ielts book to or Ielts websites to, and they say that, okay, I'm not really preparing for Ielts. I just want to learn English. That's it. There's a reason why I do that. IELTS is basically an English aptitude test. It literally is based on English. If a person knows very well how to speak in English, read in English, listen in English, and also write in English, only that kind of a person is going to pass the IELTS test. If you're preparing for IELTS test or if you're referring any kind of IELTS material or resources, you're basically learning the four things at the same time. And the fourth thing is needed for you to know the basic English, to have a good conversation with people. So even if you're not attending the IELTS test, just studying for IELTS are actually going to make you good at English, basically. So that's why I would suggest that you go through some good IELTS resources or websites. If you're studying for IELTS or if you're, studying in the format of IELTS, then I believe that you're going to learn in a very organized manner. Whenever I had a students and they just wanted to learn English from me, I always taught them IELTS test format. Like I always went through speaking, reading, writing, and listening. Like no matter you're attending IELTS or not, that should be my format because it basically prepared them for every sector in a very, very organized manner. Today I'm going to be talking about a single website that I used for most of my teaching period, and that's IELTS List. And this website came really, really handy when I was struggling to find resources and materials to teach my students. It might be too much for a beginner, but if you start slow on the website, it really has a variety of ways to learn English. You can learn reading, writing, speaking, and listening there. There are many mock tests and questions to practice on this website. The third thing that I'm going to be talking about is entering into mock tests or attending mock tests, whatever test is happening online. So now, as I said, we all have so much access to resources. We have so much access to online exams. At one point in life, like even my mom and dad obviously says that it was so hard to kind of, attend exams. You had to fill up a form, you had to fill up a fee, and then you attend the exams. But right now, we have so many exams online happening. Whenever I realized that I have to attend the IELTS test, first thing that I did was went on an online website and I attended my exams there. That's how I understood how much I'm good enough for the exams and what kind of preparation I should make, what are the sectors that I'm weak in, and what are my strong sides. So it's very important to attend online exams. I love online exams for a reason. So we all know that exam is a very, very talked upon subject in our country because it's like a really, really anxious thing for every student. Like when we hear the word exams, we are anxious and we are nervous for a reason. Because after the exam, there's this judgment. People are going to judge you. People are going to see your results. There's this whole thing happening where other people are interfering in your performance and they're just passing by their judgment, which no one really asked for. And that's not really what we want. That's why we don't really feel comfortable judging us or attending exams to know how much we are good at a certain thing. But about online exam, a good thing is that no one is judging you except the computer system. So that's what I really like about it. If you're attending online exams, you are giving exams on your own. No one is going to know about it. You are getting your results on your own and you are able to freely judge on yourself. Like try to, when you get your results, try to check that what kind of mistakes I made and why did I make that mistakes. Is there any basic knowledge that I'm not really aware of, that I'm missing out of? And you basically analyze your question paper after getting your results so that you understand what are your weak and strong points, and for the next period of time you prepare to be good at it. and then you attend the exams again. And the good thing is you can attend the exams as many as time as possible, and on Duolingo you can attend an exam for as many as time as possible. And if you are happy with your results, you can print out or you can buy the certificate from them, and you can use the Duolingo certificate everywhere these days. Like, I'm seeing that Duolingo certificate is getting very popular, and people are using it to get into uni, people are using it to get into some kind of job abroad. So I believe that's also going to help you, and it's kind of a very good thing, because for Ielts you are paying a good amount of money at the beginning, and then you attend the exam, and if it's bad you have to again attend the exams. But in Duolingo it's kind of easy, and it's kind of nice, to just assess yourself first and then go for the exam, buy the certificate, and apply for your dream place. There are many websites and apps where you can give exams, but for me, Duolingo, British Council, and Cambridge, these three resources have been very helpful. And I believe that the question format that they provide comes very handy, and it's kind of very organized, and it's kind of similar for every one of them. So it really is very easy to study for it and understand what kind of questions they are making, the base of the questions, what are the basic knowledge that you have to be good at these exams. And these are the most trusted sites on the internet when it comes to learning English. This was it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, but if you have any question, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to provide with all the information and resources that I have. I'll try to link down the website links and app links, but if you have any question, as I said, just let me know. And thank you for being with me. I'm just so grateful for every one of you, and you guys send me so many texts, so many comments. I'm really sorry that I couldn't reply maybe all of them, but I tried my best. And another thing is that I just moved to another country, so I'm just taking a little bit of time to settle down. I hope you all understand. This was it for today. I'll see you soon.